Hello and welcome to ICCAD's 2023 Impact Report. This report gives you highlights of what ICCAD achieved last year. We had the privilege of working with many developing countries across the globe, countries that have used ICCAD support to make great strides forward on their transparency agenda. The range of impacts is broad and all efforts contribute to advancing implementation of the Paris Agreement. That is actually desperately needed, given the conclusions of the global stocktake of last year that concluded that the Paris Agreement is not on track to achieving its objective. The world is not on track in keeping global mean temperature increase below 1.5 degrees centigrade. ICCAD's work in 2023 again demonstrated the role of transparency as the backbone of the Paris Agreement. The backbone that will help bring the Paris Agreement on track, building the foundations for effective climate policies and actions. Sound data and effective stakeholder engagement as the pillars for strong national targets and their implementation to rest on. This is essential to make nationally determined contributions, the NDCs, real and relevant. The report gives many examples of this. In 2023, 12 countries completed their ICCAD projects, while a further 33 projects are continuing beyond 2023. The scope of projects ranged from refining greenhouse gas emission inventories and MRV frameworks to tracking NDCs and assessing policies. Projects cover mitigation and adaptation, tracking of climate finance and just transitions, all defined by the priorities of the partner country. Let me highlight a few examples to whet your appetite for the report. A tracking framework for the mitigation actions in Cuba's NDC was the focus of an ICCAD project completed there in September. Since I was able to participate in the closing workshop, I witnessed the dedication and enthusiasm from national stakeholders for the findings that will help Cuba report on progress in its first biannual transparency report and strengthen its targets at the next round of NDC updates, one of the areas of a follow-up project that we kicked off in Cuba at the same time. An outstanding example of adaptation-related transparency work resulted from the project in Panama, where the country identified 21 measurable indicators, allowing it to measure the effectiveness of its adaptation measures, which are so critical to reducing the country's vulnerability to climate change impacts. Achieving the Paris objectives requires transformational change. Assessing the potential of policies and actions to result in such transformational change is subject of an ICCAD guide, which was applied in Argentina. I encourage you to read the exciting summary of the work done to assess the potential of using innovative and disruptive technologies, for instance, green hydrogen, to bring about transformational change in Argentina's economy. And there's much more in this report, including about ICCAD's regional climate action transparency hubs. The two hubs in Central Africa and Central Asia are making good progress, and a third hub was now launched in Central America. And about ICCAD's toolbox, which saw numerous new additions in 2023. Let me end by thanking all our donors and our partners, both partner countries and implementing and supporting partners, which help to make this initiative thrive. ICCAD is a big collaborative effort and would not be able to deliver without its partners. I finally want to invite you to join ICCAD in 2024, a crucial year on the global transparency agenda. I look forward to seeing you at one of our events or as one of our partners, joining us to work together for transparency.